Hello students, myself Vijay, faculty of biology. Have you ever thought when we put any resin or any nuts in a bowl full of water, they swell but they do not burst? Interesting, isn't it? So without investing further time, let's get started. So students, the concept behind this is called as osmosis. This is osmosis, or speaking more precisely, we can call it endosmosis because the water or the solvent is moving inside the cell, so we are using the word endo. So now you have got the point, that concept behind this is osmosis. But before understanding the osmosis, you have to understand few basic concepts. The first one is solute. Although I believe you must be knowing, but for better understanding, let's recap this. Okay, solute. What is solute? Anything, any substance which is dissolved in a liquid medium such as water is known as solute. So we can write any substance which is dissolved in liquid medium. Okay, liquid medium can be water, can be alcohol, etc., which is dissolved in liquid medium. All right, sugar can be dissolved in water, salt can be dissolved in water. So sugar and salt are an example of solute. Very basic, very common example of solute are sugar and salt. It can be common salt. Okay, now coming to another concept, that is solvent. See, this is a liquid medium in which we dissolve the solute. So this is a liquid medium in which solute is dissolved. Very simple. Example, water. Water is a universal solvent. From the chemistry point of view, solvent are of two types, basically organic and inorganic. Water comes under inorganic solvent because it does not contain carbon. Inorganic solvent. See. Now the most important basic concept is semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. See, word permeable means it allows entry and exit. You have to understand the words, then understanding the concept will become much easier. See, semi-permeable membrane. Permeable means it allows the entry and exit of substances across itself. So semi-permeable is a membrane which allows solute, or which does not allow solute but it allows solvent. But it allows solvent. It does not allow solute but it allows solvent to pass through it. This membrane is known as semi-permeable membrane. The membrane which allows only solvent to pass through it but it does not allow solute to pass through it is known as semi-permeable membrane. Now these three basic concepts you have to keep in mind, because only these concepts will help you in understanding the concept of osmosis. So let's start osmosis. So before understanding osmosis, just for the sake of understanding, you just remember that everyone works just to earn money, right? I am working somewhere, some another person is working to earn the money. So just for the sake of understanding, man runs behind the money. Man runs just for the sake of understanding. Some people do charity also. Man runs behind the money and solvent runs behind the solute. It means solute is money for solvent. This you have to understand. Your maximum doubts will be clear. Now this is a bowl, transparent bowl. See, a transparent glass bowl. In between there is a semi-permeable membrane. You can write SPM as well. SPM stands for semi-permeable membrane. It means it allows solvent molecules to pass through it, but it does not allow solute to pass through it. So I am putting equal amount of solvent, say for example 10 ml of water on side A as well as on side B, 10 ml of water. Water is a solvent. Then I am putting 2 units of sugar, 1 unit and 2 unit. Here I am putting 3 units of sugar. See, 2 unit and on side B 3 units. So as we know, man runs behind the money. In the same way, solvent runs behind the solute. So when you observe on side A and side B, you will be able to recognize that on side B, more number of solute molecules are available as compared to side B. So as man runs behind the money, solvent runs behind the solute. So what will happen? The water starts moving towards side B through a semi-permeable membrane, and this is known as osmosis. So what is osmosis? It is the movement of solvent towards the area of high concentrated solute or high concentration solute through a semi-permeable membrane. This is known as osmosis. So you can write it down. What is osmosis? It is the movement of solvent towards the area of towards the area of high solute concentration, high solute concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. As we know, you can write down SPM as semi-permeable membrane. So I believe you must have understood the concept of osmosis. So now coming to the resin. Again, take a transparent bowl. It is full of water. We put a resin, or you can put any nut such as peanut. So we know resin contains sugar in it. So it means it contains more solute as compared to water. That is why resin tastes sugar. So when we put it in a water, gradually what will happen? As we know, man runs behind the money, solvent runs behind the solute. And we know this resin contains sugar in it. So gradually what will happen? Water starts moving inside and the resin will swell. So osmosis is happening. But as the solvent or water is moving inside, this is called osmosis. But this resin will not burst. Why? Because it contains rigid and strong cell wall. We all know that plant cell is rigid and strong cell wall, so they do not burst. But if I put an animal cell, it will swell and then gradually it will burst because it does not have a rigid and strong cell wall. The limiting boundary of animal cell is cell membrane. So I believe you must have understood the concept of osmosis as well as why when we put any resin or any nut in the water, they swell but they do not burst. So we will meet in next lecture with new topics. Till then, stay tuned. Bye bye.